Imagine a country so powerful it built the German Empire, and so disciplined it became a model for modern governments, and so feared it was completely erased from existence after World War II. That country was Prussia. Today, it doesn't appear on any map. No borders, no flag, no government. But Prussia didn't vanish quietly. Its military precision, administrative genius, and national identity shaped the world as we know it. This is the story of how Prussia rose, ruled, and vanished, and why its legacy still influences us today. Long before Prussia was a kingdom, it was home to the Old Prussians, a Baltic people, not German at all. In the 13th century, the Tutonic Knights, a crusading military order, invaded and converted the land by sword. They built castles, fortresses, a militarized society. But this wasn't an empire yet. It was a religious state with steel and scripture. Eventually, the knights faded, and the territory became the Duchy of Prussia. But the values stuck. Discipline, hierarchy, and military order. Prussia's character was being forged, in steel, stone, and blood. In 1618, something big happened. The Duchy of Prussia joined with Brandenburg, ruled by the rising Hohenzollern dynasty. Suddenly, a scattered collection of provinces had the potential to become something greater. Still landlocked and under threat, Prussia needed strength to survive, and so it embraced one thing above all else: the military and NBY, the 1700s. Under Frederick William, the Soldier King, Prussia developed a standing army that rivaled much larger nations. The Prussian identity? Obedience, service to the state, and perfection in military drill. And a modern Sparta was in the making. Enter Frederick the Great, crowned in 1740. NHE wasn't just a military genius. He was also a philosopher king, the lover of music, art, and warfare. Frederick immediately defied Europe's major powers by invading Silesia, launching the War of Austrian Succession. And everyone expected Prussia to collapse. Instead, it triumphed again and again. By the end of the 7 Years' War, Prussia was a recognized great power. Tiny, cold, poor, but dangerous. Frederick's victories didn't just expand territory. They put Prussia on the global map and cemented its reputation as Europe's most feared military state. What made Prussia unique wasn't just the army, it was the system behind it. Every boy went to school, and every man was trained for war, and every citizen served the state. Prussia created one of the first universal education systems, built a professional bureaucracy, and demanded order in all things. And obedience wasn't a suggestion. It was a way of life. Other nations took notice. Napoleon once said, "Prussia is not a country with an army, it's an army with a country," and soon, this army would build a whole new empire. Fast forward to the 19th century. The German world was fractured. Dozens of kingdoms, duchies, and free cities. Enter Otto von Bismarck, the Iron Chancellor of Prussia. Through diplomacy, manipulation, and 3 calculated wars against Denmark, Austria, and France, Bismarck united the German states under Prussian dominance. In 1871, in the Palace of Versailles, the German Empire was born, and The King of Prussia now crowned Kaiser Wilhelm I. Germany was now a modern empire, and Prussia was its architect. Power came arrogance, and under Kaiser Wilhelm II, Prussian militarism became national policy, expansion, aggression, imperial pride. This led directly to World War I, and ultimately Germany's defeat. Kaiser fled, the monarchy fell. But Prussia remained still the largest and most powerful state in the new Weimar Republic. Aristocratic elites, the old officers, they kept their titles, influence, and ambitions. And, in that fractured system, a new threat would rise. The Nazis didn't invent militarism, they inherited it. Adolf Hitler admired Prussian discipline, uniformity, and the idea of total state control. He used former Prussian officers to rebuild the military. He marched in old Prussian formations. He invoked the legacy of Frederick the Great. But in truth, the Nazis were never truly Prussian. They twisted its legacy for their own violent agenda. And when the Reich fell in 1945, the world had had enough. In 1947, the Allies issued a simple statement: NP Russia is abolished. It was seen as the heart of German militarism and therefore too dangerous to remain. Its territory was split between Poland, Russia, and the 2 German states. and its capital, Königsberg, became Kaliningrad, now part of Russia. The name Prussia was wiped from maps, signs, and government buildings. Just like that, after centuries of power, Prussia ceased to exist. No resistance, no rebellion, just silence. But here's the truth. You can erase borders, but you can't erase influence. Modern Germany's values, precision, order, efficiency, trace back to Prussian systems. Its civil service, schools, even the military culture still reflect Prussian roots. Across the world, countries copied the Prussian model and professional armies. Bureaucratic governance. Universal education. So while the nation of Prussia is gone, its fingerprints are everywhere, from Berlin to Tehran, from Ottawa to London. The ghost of Prussia lives on,